Hello again, and in this episode we're going to cover dress watches as promised. And the typical dress watch back in the day would have been very slim, very discreet, usually very simple with a 3-hand dial and on a leather strap, not a bracelet, and able to fit under a dress shirt. And the typical example would be this Omega DeVille, or even maybe the Rolex Cellini range. Or perhaps moving up to something more expensive, it might be the Rolex Day Date. Now this isn't really a classic dress watch, and yet these days it is worn as a dress watch. So having spent some time looking at dress watches and trying to find a high quality watch without the high price, I've come to the conclusion that there's no point. You see, these days pretty much any luxury watch can be a dress watch because most folks don't wear watches anymore. And so, for example, this Tag Carrera, that could be a dress watch. It's slim enough to fit beneath a dress shirt, it's not too big, it's not too blingy. Yeah, that could be a dress watch. And so these days, pretty much any nice watch that isn't a huge diver, which is too thick to fit beneath the dress shirt, could be considered to be a dress watch. And so for me these days, something like a simple Explorer 1 would serve as a dress watch for most folks. It's practical, it's reliable, it's slim enough to fit underneath the dress shirt, and it does much more than just being a simple dress watch. You can wear it at the beach, you can wear it in the sea. It's a great everyday watch, as well as being elegant and discreet enough for a dress watch. And so the more I think about it, the more I think that these classical dress watches are really dying off now. I don't think they sell very many of them, and I can see why. But if someone said to me you had to have a dress watch, then the brand I'd go to would probably be JLC. They have very elegant watches, fantastic movements, and the watch in particular that I like the best is the JLC Master Moon. I think it's very beautiful, very elegant, and the moon face in particular is very, very well done. Once again, of course, I wouldn't buy this new. I think they're about $5,500, but they could make a great buy on the second-hand market. That said, I can't ever see myself buying one because I can't imagine when I'd ever wear it. It would be very rare indeed. But if you are thinking about buying a dress watch, then certainly I would say in the luxury sector, have a look at JLC. Well, of course, the most popular JLC dress watch is the Reverso. Now, I'm not too keen on square watches, but if it does it for you, then certainly a Reverso could be in the picture for a dress watch. And in a similar vein, another option would be this, and that is the Tank Cartier. This one's the American model. Now, if I was buying one of these, I might even go for a quartz model, because Cartier are all about the style rather than the quality of the movement, so a quartz watch for me would work quite well. However, please buy these watches used because they depreciate off a cliff from new. But that means you can get some real bargains on the used market. And so, in conclusion then, I can't really recommend any dress watch because there's so many more versatile watches out there that can act as a dress watch when needed. But if you're into dress watches, then by all means, go and get one and go and have a look at the JLCs or the Cartiers, but only on the used market because they do depreciate off a cliff. So when it comes to dress watches, what would you guys buy? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching, and cheers.